Good morning, everybody. Welcome back. Throwing Salmon Scott selections here for Wednesday, January 17th. For again today's play of the day, quick recap what happened yesterday. We had a nice winner in the NBA with the 76ers -3 at -110 on FanDuel. Was an easy game, did come down to the wire, but Philly was on the right side as Embiid carried the team with 40 plus points as Philly won by 5. So nice winner. Look for the winner here on Wednesday. And for today's play of the day, going to switch to college basketball. Going to look at a game between Furman and VMI taking place at around 6 p.m. Eastern time. After this game, I'm going to go with the total. Going to take the over 163.5 at -110 on Bet Online. Time recording of 7:30 a.m. Eastern time. Covering why we're going to take the over 163.5 in this game. First reason, VMI's defense was already really bad, but it recently fell off a cliff. VMI has allowed at least 101 points in each of the last two games. A reminder that there's 40 minutes, not 48, in college basketball. 101 plus points allowed in back-to-back games. They played Samford in their last game, and that game landed 230 in regulation. Samford won 134 to 96. So the point is, I think that VMI's defense might give up 100 plus again, and offensively scoring 96 against an up-tempo team like Samford definitely tells me that VMI can score enough to help send this game over, since Furman's defense is underwhelming at best. And I'll mention the defensive stats in a second. Furman offensively, though, has been good recently, as Furman has scored 82 points in each of its last two games. And to go through the actual defensive rankings, VMI ranks 322nd in defense efficiency according to KenPom, while Furman ranks 239. So once again, both teams defensively are not good by any means, and I do think the pace should definitely lead to a bunch of possessions and a lot of high-quality scoring chances, since VMI ranks 11th in pace and Furman ranks 38th. So expect an up-tempo track meet with two defenses that can't stop anybody. This game might get into the 180s, maybe higher than that, but I think 163.5 is a bit too low. The line opened up at 161.5. It's already at 164 in some spots. It's not going to slow down. It probably is going to close a couple points higher than this current number, but I'm going to get it now before the line moves. And to go through some similar opponents, or at least based on pace, Furman's played two games this season against opponents that rank within the top 40 in pace. Played against Belmont earlier this season. That game landed 175. Played against Tulane. That game did go to double overtime, but in regulation, that game landed 184. So the point is, I do think you're going to end up seeing a pretty similar story here, where Furman against a top-paced team should be very up-tempo and should be, once again, full of opportunities to score a bunch of points. And VMI played against Samford last game, who ranks 4th in pace. Not exactly the same as Furman ranking 38th, but the point is both teams do play up-tempo. And once again, that game did land 230. 163.5, though, just seems too low until VMI gets back on track defensively and until this team stops giving up 100-plus points in regulation. I'm going to take the over. I think Furman can get there by getting to 100 to help send the game over. You might see VMI get to 80, and it is possible too. Furman defensively on the road has not been good, but the point is I do think there's a couple ways to get there, and I do think this number is too low. So I'm going to go take it now before the line moves. Play it once again here for Wednesday, January 17th. It's going to be on Furman and VMI over 163.5 at -110 on Bet Online. Bye, everyone.